Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May God's peace be upon you all. My name is Nedal Mefleh, the President of the Islamic Society of Clemson. Islam is a religion of peace and mercy for all creatures. It condemns extremism and violence. Islam promotes peace, calm, harmony, and tranquility in society. The national and international peace is deteriorating as violence hits all-time high. Islam calls upon humanity to work together and move towards peace, compassion, understanding, and acceptance. Being a Muslim and the president of the Islamic Society of Clemson, I strongly condemn the mistreatment and abuse of innocent people and minority members. Vigilantism has now spilled over from isolated places to the most known building, our sacred symbol of our democracy. In the most democratic and free political society, citizens owe obligation of justice to their fellow citizens. If the basic rights of an individual or a community are systematically violated, the majority should feel the pain and suffering. There should be empathy and outrage and a determination to get involved to stop the injustice, or at least to report the injustice to the authorities. Most often, we choose to ignore the injustice because it is not directed toward our race or communities. The deplorable indifference will only lead to our division and destruction. Vigilantes across our lands wreak havoc and plant the seeds of hatred and division to destroy the fabric of our country and community. We, the leaders and responsible members of the communities, cannot bury our heads in the sand, and we could not afford to be silent. Silence is often means agreeing or not disagreeing with a given situation. Reflecting on this, on his own silence in the face of a social suffering, Michael Perch, a poet, wrote about the Holocaust. He said, "First they came for the socialist, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionist, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me." Michael Perch wrote a new version of this poem for contemporary America. He said, "They came for the Muslims, then the homosexuals, and then the feminists, and I did not speak out because I belonged to none of these groups." He ends on a somber note, "Now, when will they come for me? Because I was too busy and too apathetic to defend my sisters and my brothers." Scholars tell us that silence is a virtue, but silence when confronted by social oppression or discrimination is equivalent to consent. Can we afford to be silent? Our freedom and basic rights to privacy is at stake. Also at stake is our status as responsible citizens who possess the capacity and rights to decide the kind of life we want to live, when to stand up, what to choose, where to live, and how to pray. We all must speak out, speak the truth, and defend it. We must support one another and help one another to do better and be better. Our way of life depending on our action and reaction. As Muslims, we have no excuse to remain silent on issues of oppression. Our beliefs in Islam demands that we fight against injustice, whether and wherever we see it. If, as you are listening to this, you are wondering what step you can take to stand in solidarity with our minority members or oppressed members of our society, we are one nation, depending on each other's. I close with the Ronald Reagan words: if we ever forget that we are one nation under God, then we will be a nation gone under. God bless you all. Inshallah, God willing, let's work together to make this country the best country ever. And God bless us all.